today's event, well, following on from our march up from Mariadoc School, the children will now lead us in Banner Plaren Gwynadoo. Round of applause for the children. War Barth Arta, the Arghas dinner. There's on the Omma, the gofhe, sordyans, Kernewek, in vledhen meal, pymp cans, marnas, bledhen. In vledhen na, Myghtern Hendry Hendry Seyth, beghya, tollow, paws, the wheel arghas, bresel, bel, the gans, Alba, and Kernewek all, sevel, omsettya erbyn, anewn. Omma, in Cambron, Jowan Rosewarne, the Rosewarne, omjunyas and sordyans. Avel nessa arlufen manner, beghya, Gambron, dresden tamar, eson Pow Saws, Hevel. And Vatel Blackheath, a warfare, intra, Kernewek, Myghtern Hendry Seyth, Bow Sows. And Kernewek, Myghtern Hendry, in fur, Struth, in Londres. And Myghtern, omjunyas and Vatel, Hendry VII and Kernewek. And Vatel, arghas, dresden sordyans, Kernewek, Avel pymp cans, marnas bledhen. Nia as one, Henwyn, errol, Omjunyas, the Cofheans, sordyans, Kernewek, the meal, pymp cans, marnas bledhen. John Trevizel, the madron. William Antron, the antron. John Trezini, the benrin. Jowan Rosewarne, the Rosewarne. Ralph Retallick, the St. Column. Richard Borlays, the Wen. Thomas Polgreen, the Polgreen. John Allen, the Climsland. William Ham, the Glimsland. And Jafe Ma, in meal, pymp cans, marnas bledhen. Agan Hembrin Kizzy, Thomas Flamank, Emil Joseph Angol, Avu Moldris, Gans Hendry Seyth, Ag Olin Errol, Avu Cassivias, Kepar Hagan John Rosewarne. And Gwari Cambron, Unans Meriazet, Avu Scrufis was a henna in stone, Ag Imma Myghtern Drock, Inno, E Hanno, Tudor. Otoma, what was all that, you wondered? So we are here to commemorate the Cornish Rising of 1497. In that year, the tyrant king, Hendry VII, imposed heavy taxes to fund his war with Scotland and we Cornish rose up against unjust taxation. Here in Cambron, Jowan Rosewarne of Rosewarne joined the rising. As second son of the lord of the manor, he probably led his father's tenants across the Tamar into England. The Battle of Blackheath was fought between a Cornish army and the army of England's King Henry VII. The Cornish army badly frightened King Henry and caused panic in London. The king's army won the battle and captured the Cornish leaders. The battle was the main conflict during the Cornish risings of 1497. And we know the names of some of the other people who led the Cornish rising. John Trevizzle of Madron, William Antrim of Antrim, John Trezini of Penryn, Jowan Rosewarne of Rosewarne here, Ralph Retallick of St. Colin, Richard Borlays of St. Wen, Thomas Polgreen of Polgreen, John Allen of Climsland, and William Ham of Climsland. On this day, in 1497, our leaders, Thomas Flamank and Miel Joseph Angolf, were murdered by Henry VII, and all the other men were punished, like our Jowan Rosewarne. The Cambron play, The Life of St. Mary Abbot, was written soon after, and there is a bad king in it called Tudor. And in 1997, there was a walk from St. Kevern all the way up to Blackheath. I see somebody was wearing the commemorative 500th anniversary jumper over there. This is to remind us that this is an all-Cornwall event. This isn't limited to St. Kevern. This isn't limited to Miel Joseph Angolf. This isn't limited to Thomas Flamank in Bodmin. This is all of us, and we are all remembering 1497 and all the Cornish and all the Cornish leaders who took us to London and met vengeance there. Omma Agan, Mayor the Gambron, Rhys Weatherburn, Nepavin Cusel Pelhay. So, introduce you to our Deputy Mayor, Rhys Weatherburn, who's going to say some more.
It is an honour to be here today representing Cambron Town Council and the people of Cambron on the second commemoration of the 1497 rebellion to be held in this town. On this day, the 27th of June, we commemorate the rebels who gave their lives in that rebellion against the economic injustices imposed on the Cornish people by the then King of England, Henry VII. Those who have commemorated the rebellion for many years would be very familiar with the names Michael Joseph Angolf of St. Kevern and Thomas Flamank of Bodmin. Many may be less familiar with the name of Jowan Rosewarne of Cambron, and hence we gather here in his hometown to celebrate his contribution to that struggle for economic justice on behalf of the people of this town and our nation, Kernewek. It is a significant fact that one of the grievances held by the Cornish rebels was Henry VII's suspension of the Stannery Parliament in the previous year, 1496, which until that point had jurisdiction over tin mining in Kernewek, an industry that of course would be integral to Cambron's economy and identity. The Stannery Parliament was reconvened once again in 1508, and it continued to exercise its powers until the late 18th and 19th centuries under increasing centralisation of the UK state. In the present day, we are hopeful of the return of the mining industry to our town and its contribution to our local economy. We should not be complacent, of course, and if we are to honour the names of Jowan Rosewarne, Michael Angolf and Thomas Flamank, then we, elected representatives and the wider community, must do all we can to ensure that our community reaps the benefits of the return of that industry. So I'd like to finish by saying thank you to the organisations that have come together today to make this commemoration possible. Agantavus, Cambron Old Cornwall Society, Saints Martin and Mary of Up Church, and of course to the school. And each one of these has put in the work to contribute to preservation of our cultural heritage, to our language, Kernewek, our history, and our unique identity. Long may this continue. Cambron Bisvik and Kernewek Bisvik.
Marnas Rees.